For 47 minutes, he spoke to his father, but the phone company says that call ended before his final words. His voice shouldn't have been there, and yet they heard him. That's not the only thing that doesn't add up. Brandon Swanson vanished on May 14, 2008. No trace, no body, no good explanation, and maybe no clear reality. Let's rewind. It's 1:54 a.m. in Marshall, Minnesota. 19-year-old Brandon is driving home from a college party. He's sober, calm, a little annoyed. He missed a turn and drove into a ditch on a gravel road in the middle of nowhere. So he calls his parents. "Hey," he says, "I'm fine, just stuck. Can you come get me?" His dad, Brian, gets dressed and drives out. Brandon keeps talking, giving directions, describing where he thinks he is. They both flash their headlights, hoping to spot each other in the distance. They never do. So Brandon says, "I'll walk toward you. Just keep talking." And they do. For 47 minutes. He sounds frustrated, but normal. There's no panic. Until the end. He suddenly says, "Oh, sh*t." And then silence. Brian tries calling back. Over and over. Straight to voicemail. The next morning, the search begins. Police initially believe he just ran off. A teen argument. Nothing more. But then they find his car, nowhere near where he said he was. It's abandoned near Taunton, 25 miles from home, in a spot he shouldn't have been. No signs of struggle, no footprints, just the car. So they trace the phone call. And here's where it gets strange. The tower ping confirms Brandon's phone stayed active and on the move during the entire call. But the final timestamp on the call log ends at 2:23 and 48 seconds a.m. Brian swears he heard Brandon speak. "Oh, sh*t," at exactly 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 24 seconds. 36 seconds later, the phone was dead before the voice. Technical glitch? Time error? Human memory? Maybe. But that's not all. 3 days later, a farmer reports something odd. At 5:11 a.m., 2 hours after sunrise, he sees a figure standing still at the edge of his cornfield. Just standing, not moving, too far to see the face. But the clothes match the description: black hoodie, jeans, baseball cap. When he looks again 5 minutes later, the figure is gone. Search dogs brought to the area lose Brandon's scent in the middle of a gravel road, as if he vanished mid-step. Now here's the part you won't find in police reports. 2 months after the disappearance, Brian receives a small, unmarked envelope. No return address. Inside, a flash drive. No label. One video file. It's low quality, shaky, clearly filmed on an old flip phone. It shows someone walking through a field. At night. Windy. The camera keeps glitching. There's no audio, except static, and something like breathing. At the 2-minute mark, the camera swings, and for a fraction of a second, you see a face. It's blurry, but it looks like Brandon. Mouth open, eyes wide, like he's mid-sentence. Brian shows it to police. They dismiss it as a prank, but a local tech runs the file through enhancement software. What he finds is worse. In the metadata, the file is dated May 17, 2008, 3:03 a.m., 3 days after Brandon vanished. But the GPS tag, embedded in the video, shows the location as being 1.2 miles from where the dogs lost the trail, a field that had already been searched. When police return to that site, there's nothing, but something else begins. In 2009, a Reddit user posts in an Unsolved Mysteries forum. "My cousin went missing last year in Minnesota. Weird part. A month later, my aunt swears someone knocked on her window at 3 a.m. She says it looked like him, but older. And when she turned on the light, he was gone." That post was deleted 20 minutes later. 3 weeks after that, a dispatcher in the same county reports a 911 call that lasted 7 seconds. It was a male voice, whispering, "Still here. Still trying. Please." Then the line cut out. The number was untraceable. The dispatcher noted one thing. The voice had no background noise, no wind, no static, like it wasn't made through a phone at all. Then, the journal. In 2012, a hiker near the Yellow Medicine River finds a waterlogged backpack. Inside, a torn notebook. One page is legible. It reads, "I walked and walked, but never got closer. The road bent wrong. The stars didn't move. I called him, but he didn't answer. Only me. Initials, BS. The notebook vanishes after police collect it. They say it was too degraded to verify, but Brian insists it was Brandon's handwriting. 10 years pass. The case remains open. No body, no evidence, no closure. Then, in 2020, a podcast covers the case. They interview the family, replay the last call. One audio engineer enhances the clip, trying to isolate Brandon's final word. Instead, he hears something else. A voice, faint, overlapping Brandon's own. Not behind him, but inside his frequency. A whisper layered under the scream. 2 words, not yours. The podcast removes the segment after backlash, but the engineer keeps the file. He sends it to an audio forensics lab anonymously. Their conclusion? The voice is not a typical overlay. It appears embedded, as if it was recorded simultaneously from within the same source. They can't explain it. Neither can anyone else. In 2021, a group of amateur investigators began their own search. They weren't conspiracy theorists, just people who had followed the case for years. They retraced Brandon's route, using enhanced satellite data and old weather logs. One member, a retired surveyor, noticed something strange. The stretch of road where Brandon's scent vanished? According to a 1992 municipal map, that part of the gravel road used to end in a dead end. A turnaround, no through access. But in May 2008, the time Brandon walked it, that road no longer existed on official documents. It had been erased. Not closed, not blocked, erased. When they visited the site, they found a strange line of trees, evenly spaced, unnatural. Behind them, buried under leaves and moss, broken asphalt. As if something had covered a path. They sent drone footage to a forestry expert, who noted, these trees are all under 10 years old, but planted in a perfect line. Someone, or something, wanted this road forgotten. The footage went viral on niche forums. One commenter, claiming to be from Lyon County, wrote this. My uncle worked cleanup after a big windstorm in 2009. He said they found a section of that road, perfectly intact, deep in the woods, 40 feet from where it was supposed to be. Like it had shifted, but there were no photos, no GPS, just the post. It was deleted the next day, and the account? Never posted again. Some say Brandon never disappeared, not completely, that he crossed into something just out of sync. Not far away, just not here. And maybe, just maybe, he still walks that road, calling for help, hearing himself, answering back.